Hello and welcome to iDIVAS. If you don't know who I am, I'm Tricia, and I'm passionate about inspiring women to not just hang in there but to thrive. Today I'm going to be sharing my opinion about why I think smart women should never date down. This is something I feel very strongly about. If you're, an intelligent, accomplished single woman, you probably have a hard time finding a worthwhile partner. There are just not enough intellectually, emotionally stable men in America to go around. And the problem is going from bad to worse. You'll notice that when I do these chit-chat segments, I'll have a drink. It's because these topics really get my blood boiling. So feel free to pause the video and grab your drink. And let's get started. Listen, new studies show that college enrollment numbers, they're continuing to drop, with males responsible for 70% of that decline. That's in America. In 70 countries, women now are far more educated than men too. Look, we simply can't have countries made up of mainly women in white-collar jobs and men in blue-collar jobs. That can't be good for society. And it's certainly not good news for well-educated women who are naturally hypergamous. Naturally hypergamous women are programmed to be attracted to and procreate with men that are, that basically have the best genes. Understandably, they want the best outcomes. I see nothing wrong with having high standards. Even women who are shopping around for frozen sperm only want the highest quality, college-educated sperm, so to speak. I am attracted to educated men with high vocabularies. I don't know, there is something about a man who has a strong command of the English language and who can express himself clearly, with emotional control, that I find super hot. Linguistically challenged men, therefore, do not apply. The kind of dumbing down that women should never lower themselves to as well is the kind where you sell out your principles and your values just to keep a man. That kind of dumbing down is a form of prostitution, in my opinion, that you should never subject yourself to at any price. On another note, what I know for sure from my own experience is intelligence is always very attractive unless it's coupled with low emotional intelligence. If a man does not have emotional intelligence, I'm immediately turned off, and rightfully so. Emotional intelligence refers to, among other things, the ability to evaluate the emotions of others. So, imagine being in a relationship with a man who, can understand when you're sad or while you're feeling angry. And, he doesn't have a clue how to respond. Being with a man with low emotional intelligence is like, trying to connect with a block of ice. It's impossible. It truly is. And it's a complete waste of time. These men are cold because they are not emotionally aware. And, what's more, they're usually threatened by the power of love, and they reject the power of vulnerability that love presents, because deep inside, they resent women, for whatever reason. On the other hand, The emotionally intelligent man is attuned to his woman's emotions because he honors and respects her. And women in general. He has the potential to make a great, partner and spouse. And typically, emotionally intelligent men, they are more honest and authentic, and they have empathy. Men who can attentively listen to others develop more meaningful relationships and have way higher chances of having successful marriages. Where it gets discouraging for smart women who are looking for a high quality, educated man is only, and get this, 35% of men overall are emotionally intelligent. Given the shortage of educated, emotionally intelligent men to go around, impatience often steps in for women. Women who want to, have a family now feel that the only way to make that happen is to toss their standards out the window, expand their notion of Mr. Right, throw caution to the wind, and marry down. What's worse is society is encouraging them to go down that problematic path, and here's why. The reality a lot of women are confronted with, now is that their biological clock is ticking, and wherever they go, they're constantly being reminded of their solitary state. The question is, can women honestly lead, happy lives if they're with men who don't meet their basic requirements? I don't think so. Most smart women will eventually realize in as short as a month or in a couple of years that the men that they are with simply don't measure up to what they deserve and what they truly want. Women with standards seek closeness and vulnerability in a relationship where it is safe to be real and raw with their significant other. When they reach out for that connected feeling and are met with in an inappropriate response, they start to lay a brick down. Then one day, the wall is way too high to penetrate it, and their low emotional, intelligent man is then handed his walking papers. These men are so emotionally unintelligent that they often don't even realize that they're in a failing relationship until their wives are uttering the words, "I want a divorce." Ladies, please do not let it come to that. Do not give your time and energy to a man unless he meets your basic requirements and standards. The price may most likely be, more than you can bear. It's like, when you go in a store and you try on a pair of high quality shoes, there's usually a particular style, brand, and color you have in mind. You found the right one that's a perfect fit for you when you really examine it. The right shoe fit does not hurt your soles or give you hammer toes, calluses, and corns. They're reliable. They feel comfy and will last for, years to come with very little wear and tear. Same thing goes when you're choosing your partner. Lastly, as smart women, when you date or marry, a man with whom you're not intellectually compatible with, you are devaluing yourself. I want to remind you that you are valuable and you are the prize. Do not put yourself out in the dating arena without having high standards. It's just not worth it. You decide what you deserve. Men or society, do not determine your value. You do. I'm going to say that again for the ladies in the back. Men or society do not determine your value. You do. With the help of understanding yourself, understanding what expectations or requirements are needed and important to have a really healthy, functioning relationship, and seeking to truly understand, the men you date, can really help to reveal and prevent dysfunctional relationships and help you to find, men that actually meet your requirements. Okay, so I'm going to jump down off my soapbox and, let me know what you think. Do you agree with me or not? Have you had a successful relationship, dating somebody that wasn't, that you weren't intellectually compatible with? I'd love to hear about it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.